Hello everyone. If you're pregnant or planning to start a family, then today's video could be one of the most important videos you'll ever watch. I'm going to share 5 critical mistakes that many pregnant women unknowingly make, and these mistakes can seriously affect your baby's health and development. Before we begin, I want you to know that this information comes directly from experienced obstetricians and gynecologists who have seen thousands of pregnancies. These aren't just theories. These are real mistakes with real consequences that doctors see every single day in their practice. Now, I'm not trying to scare you. Pregnancy is a beautiful journey, and most pregnancies result in healthy, happy babies. But knowledge is power, and by avoiding these 5 mistakes, you're giving your baby the absolute best start in life. So please, watch this video until the end. Take notes if you need to, and share this with any pregnant women or couples you know who could benefit from this life-saving information. Let's dive right into mistake number 1, and trust me, this one surprises almost everyone. One of the biggest and most common mistakes that pregnant women make is either completely skipping prenatal vitamins or taking them incorrectly. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I eat a healthy diet, so I don't need supplements. But here's the truth that every doctor wants you to know. Even with the most perfect diet in the world, it's nearly impossible to get all the nutrients you and your growing baby need from food alone during pregnancy. Why this mistake is dangerous? Your baby is growing at an incredible rate. In just 9 months, a single cell becomes a fully formed human being with organs, bones, a nervous system, and a brain. This rapid development requires specific nutrients in precise amounts, and if these nutrients aren't available, your baby's development can be compromised in ways that may affect them for their entire life. The most critical nutrient is folic acid, also known as folate or vitamin B9. Folic acid is absolutely essential for your baby's neural tube development, which eventually becomes the brain and spinal cord. This development happens in the first 28 days of pregnancy, often before many women even know they're pregnant. Without adequate folic acid, babies can develop serious neural tube defects like spina bifida or anencephaly. These are devastating conditions that can cause lifelong disability or even be fatal. But it's not just about folic acid. Iron is crucial for preventing anemia in both mother and baby, and for proper oxygen delivery to your baby's developing tissues. Calcium and vitamin D work together to build strong bones and teeth. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA, are essential for brain and eye development. Iodine supports thyroid function and brain development. The list goes on and on. Common mistakes women make. Many women make the mistake of starting prenatal vitamins too late. Ideally, you should begin taking them at least 3 months before you even try to conceive. This ensures your body has optimal nutrient stores right from the moment of conception. If you're already pregnant and haven't started, don't panic. Start today. It's never too late to begin, though earlier is always better. Another common mistake is taking prenatal vitamins inconsistently. Some women take them only when they remember, or they stop taking them when they experience morning sickness because the vitamins make them nauseous. Here's a pro tip from doctors. If prenatal vitamins upset your stomach, try taking them at night before bed, or take them with food. You can also ask your doctor about switching to a different brand or formulation. Some women do better with gummy vitamins, while others prefer capsules or tablets. Some women also make the mistake of thinking that any multivitamin will do. Regular multivitamins are not the same as prenatal vitamins. Prenatal vitamins contain higher levels of specific nutrients that pregnant women need, like folic acid and iron. They also avoid certain ingredients that could be harmful during pregnancy, such as excessive vitamin A, which can cause birth defects in high doses. The right approach. So what should you do? First, consult with your doctor or healthcare provider about which prenatal vitamin is right for you. They may recommend a specific brand based on your individual health needs, dietary restrictions, or any pre-existing conditions you have. Look for a prenatal vitamin that contains at least 400 to 800 micrograms of folic acid, 27 milligrams of iron, 1,000 milligrams of calcium, 600 IU of vitamin D, 200 to 300 milligrams of DHA omega-3, and adequate amounts of other B vitamins, vitamin C, zinc, and iodine. Take your prenatal vitamin at the same time every day to build a habit. Set a phone reminder if needed. Keep your vitamins somewhere visible, like next to your toothbrush or coffee maker, so you don't forget. If you experience side effects like nausea, constipation, or stomach upset, don't just stop taking them. Talk to your doctor about solutions. Constipation from iron can often be managed by increasing fiber and water intake. Nausea can be reduced by changing when or how you take the vitamin. Remember, prenatal vitamins are supplements. They supplement a healthy diet, they don't replace it. Continue eating a varied, nutritious diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. But don't skip those prenatal vitamins. Your baby is counting on you to provide the building blocks for healthy development, and prenatal vitamins are one of the simplest, most effective ways to ensure your baby gets everything they need. The bottom line is this: prenatal vitamins are not optional. They're a critical component of a healthy pregnancy. The few dollars you spend on quality prenatal vitamins and the few seconds it takes to swallow them each day could make a lifetime of difference for your child. Don't make the mistake of skipping this essential step. The overlooked essential mistake number 2 might sound simple, but it's incredibly common and more dangerous than most people realize: not drinking enough water during pregnancy. Dehydration during pregnancy is a serious issue that many women underestimate or completely ignore. In our busy lives, it's easy to forget to drink water, especially when you're dealing with morning sickness, frequent bathroom trips, or just the general chaos of preparing for a baby. Why hydration is critical during pregnancy. During pregnancy, your body is working overtime. Your blood volume increases by about 40 to 50% to support your growing baby. This extra blood carries oxygen and nutrients to your baby through the placenta, and it requires a significant amount of water to produce. Without adequate hydration, your body simply cannot perform these essential functions effectively. Water is involved in virtually every bodily process during pregnancy. It helps form the amniotic fluid that cushions and protects your baby in the womb. It aids in digestion and helps prevent constipation, which is already a common pregnancy complaint. It regulates your body temperature, which tends to run higher during pregnancy. It helps your kidneys function properly to eliminate waste products from both your body and your baby's body. It even helps prevent swelling and reduces the risk of urinary tract infections, which are more common during pregnancy. The dangers of dehydration. When you don't drink enough water during pregnancy, the consequences can range from uncomfortable to dangerous. Mild dehydration can cause headaches, fatigue, dizziness, and constipation. But these are just the beginning. More severe dehydration can lead to serious complications. It can cause low amniotic fluid levels, a condition called oligohydramnios. Amniotic fluid is essential for your baby's lung development, cushioning, temperature regulation, and movement. Low levels can lead to developmental problems and complications during delivery. Dehydration can also trigger Braxton Hicks contractions, practice contractions, or even preterm labor. When your body is dehydrated, it produces a hormone called vasopressin, which is similar to oxytocin, the hormone that causes contractions. This can make your uterus more likely to contract, potentially leading to premature birth. In extreme cases, severe dehydration can lead to neural tube defects in early pregnancy, reduced breast milk production after birth, and even serious complications like blood clots or kidney problems. Signs you're not drinking enough. Many pregnant women don't realize they're dehydrated until they're already experiencing symptoms. Here are the warning signs to watch for. Dark yellow urine is one of the clearest indicators. Your urine should be pale yellow or almost clear. If it's dark yellow or amber colored, you need to drink more water immediately. Infrequent urination is another red flag. During pregnancy, you should be urinating frequently due to increased blood volume and pressure on your bladder. If you're not going to the bathroom regularly, you're probably not drinking enough. Other signs include dry mouth and lips, feeling thirsty. Thirst means you're already dehydrated, headaches, dizziness, fatigue beyond normal pregnancy tiredness, and swelling that seems excessive. Some women also experience dry skin, decreased amniotic fluid levels detected in ultrasounds, or fewer fetal movements. How much water do you really need? So how much water should you be drinking? The general recommendation for pregnant women is about 8 to 12 glasses, 64 to 96 ounces of water per day. However, your individual needs may vary based on your activity level, the climate you live in, your body size, and whether you're experiencing morning sickness or vomiting. A good rule of thumb is to drink enough that your urine is pale yellow and you're urinating frequently. If you're exercising, spending time in hot weather, or experiencing vomiting or diarrhea, you'll need to increase your intake even more. Practical tips for staying hydrated. I know what you're thinking, but I'm already running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. Yes, frequent urination is a normal and annoying part of pregnancy, but it's not a reason to cut back on water. Here are some strategies to make hydration easier. Start your day with a large glass of water before you even get out of bed. Keep a water bottle with you at all times, in your car, at your desk, in your purse. Set reminders on your phone to drink water every hour. Try adding fresh fruit like lemon, lime, cucumber, or berries to your water to make it more appealing. If you find plain water boring, eat water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumbers, oranges, strawberries, lettuce, and soups. These contribute to your overall hydration. Drink a glass of water before each meal and snack. This also helps with digestion and can prevent overeating. If morning sickness makes it hard to keep water down, try sucking on ice chips, drinking small sips throughout the day instead of large amounts at once, or trying cold water or room temperature water to see which you tolerate better. Some women find that carbonated water or herbal pregnancy-safe teas like ginger tea are easier to tolerate. Track your water intake using a marked water bottle or a phone app. Make it a game to reach your daily goal. Get a water bottle you actually like. Sometimes having a pretty or fun water bottle makes you more likely to use it. The bottom line, hydration is one of the simplest things you can do for a healthy pregnancy, yet it's one of the most commonly neglected. Your body is creating another human being, and water is the foundation of that process. Don't make the mistake of underestimating how important this is. If you take away just one thing from this video, let it be this: drink your water. Keep that water bottle close, refill it often, and give your baby the hydration they need to grow and thrive. It's such a simple step, but it can make an enormous difference in your pregnancy outcomes and your baby's health. The hidden dangers in your diet. Mistake number 3 is something that catches many pregnant women off guard: consuming foods and substances that seem harmless but can actually be dangerous during pregnancy. The confusion is understandable, because some of these foods are things we eat regularly without any problems when we're not pregnant. But pregnancy changes everything, and what's safe for you normally might not be safe for your developing baby. Why certain foods become dangerous. During pregnancy, your immune system is naturally suppressed. This is actually a good thing. It prevents your body from rejecting the baby, which is technically foreign tissue. However, this suppressed immune system makes you more vulnerable to foodborne illnesses and infections. Illnesses that might give a non-pregnant person mild symptoms can cause serious complications during pregnancy, including miscarriage, stillbirth, preterm labor, or severe illness in the newborn. Additionally, certain substances can cross the placenta and directly affect your baby's development. The placenta acts as a filter, but it's not perfect. Many chemicals, toxins, bacteria, and even nutrients can pass through to your baby, and your baby's developing organs and systems are much more vulnerable to damage than your own mature body. The most common dietary mistakes. Let's talk about the specific foods and substances you need to avoid. First and most importantly, alcohol. There is no safe amount of alcohol during pregnancy. None. Zero. Not even a sip. When you drink alcohol, it crosses the placenta and reaches your baby at the same concentration as your blood alcohol level. But your baby's liver is immature and cannot process alcohol the way your body can. Drinking alcohol during pregnancy can cause fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, which include physical deformities, learning disabilities, behavioral problems, and developmental delays that last a lifetime. The damage is permanent and irreversible. Some women think having an occasional glass of wine is fine, or that drinking in the first trimester before they knew they were pregnant has already done the damage. Both of these beliefs are wrong. Stop drinking alcohol the moment you find out you're pregnant, or better yet, stop when you start trying to conceive. Raw or undercooked seafood, meat, and eggs are another major hazard. Sushi with raw fish, rare steaks, runny eggs, raw oysters. These all carry the risk of bacterial or parasitic infections like Listeria, Salmonella, Toxoplasmosis, and E. coli. Listeria is particularly dangerous during pregnancy. Why? Because it can cross the placenta and cause miscarriage, stillbirth, or severe illness in newborns. High mercury fish is a specific concern with seafood. Mercury is a heavy metal that can damage your baby's developing nervous system and brain. Large predatory fish accumulate high levels of mercury in their tissues. Avoid shark, swordfish, king mackerel, and tilefish completely. Limit albacore tuna to 6 ounces per week. Instead, choose low-mercury options like salmon, sardines, trout, and cod. Unpasteurized dairy products and soft cheeses can harbor Listeria bacteria. Avoid soft cheeses like feta, brie, camembert, blue cheese, and queso fresco unless the label specifically says they're made with pasteurized milk. Also avoid unpasteurized milk and juices. Deli meats and hot dogs also carry Listeria risk. If you must eat them, heat them until they're steaming hot to kill any bacteria. The same goes for refrigerated pates and meat spreads. Raw sprouts, including alfalfa, clover, radish, and mung bean sprouts, can harbor harmful bacteria. Even washing doesn't always remove the bacteria because they can be inside the sprout itself. Unwashed fruits and vegetables can carry toxoplasmosis parasites from soil, as well as pesticides and bacteria. Always wash produce thoroughly, even if you plan to peel it. The caffeine question. Caffeine is a controversial topic, and the guidelines have changed over the years. Current recommendations suggest limiting caffeine to less than 200 milligrams per day. That's about 1 12-ounce cup of coffee. High caffeine consumption has been linked to miscarriage, low birth weight, and preterm birth in some studies. But remember, caffeine isn't just in coffee. It's also in tea, soda, energy drinks, chocolate, and some medications. You need to count all sources when calculating your daily intake. Many pregnant women choose to eliminate caffeine entirely just to be safe, while others stick to the 200 milligram limit. Discuss with your doctor what's right for you. Herbal teas and supplements. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's safe during pregnancy. Many herbal teas and supplements can cause uterine contractions, interfere with your baby's development, or interact with medications. Herbs like pennyroyal, blue cohosh, black cohosh, ephedra, and saw palmetto should be completely avoided. Even seemingly innocent herbs can be problematic. Always check with your doctor before consuming herbal products during pregnancy. Stick to pregnancy-safe options like ginger tea for nausea or raspberry leaf tea in late pregnancy under medical supervision. Artificial sweeteners and processed foods. While most artificial sweeteners are considered safe in moderate amounts during pregnancy, except saccharin, it's better to minimize artificial ingredients when possible. Focus on whole, natural foods, rather than highly processed options loaded with additives, preservatives, and artificial ingredients. Processed foods are often high in sodium, which can worsen swelling and increase blood pressure. They're also typically low in the nutrients you and your baby need. Choose fresh, whole foods whenever possible, the right approach to pregnancy nutrition. So what should you eat? Focus on a varied diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Choose well-cooked meats and eggs. Opt for low-mercury fish and seafood. Select pasteurized dairy products. Wash all produce thoroughly. When dining out, don't be afraid to ask questions about food preparation. Make sure your meat is cooked well done and avoid dishes with raw or undercooked ingredients. Skip the salad bar where foods may have been sitting at unsafe temperatures. Read labels carefully and check ingredients lists. When in doubt about whether a food is safe, look it up or ask your healthcare provider. It's better to be overcautious than to take unnecessary risks. Making it work. I know this list might seem overwhelming and restrictive. You might feel like there's nothing left that you can eat. But the reality is that there are still thousands of delicious, nutritious foods that are completely safe during pregnancy. This is temporary. Just 9 months of being extra careful to give your baby the healthiest start possible. Think of it this way. Every time you choose a safe food over a risky one, you're protecting your baby. That's a powerful form of love and care. Make a list of your favorite safe foods and meals. Find new recipes that excite you. Get creative in the kitchen with pregnancy-safe ingredients. The sacrifice of giving up your favorite sushi or your morning mimosa is nothing compared to the joy of holding a healthy baby in your arms. Don't make the mistake of thinking just a little bit won't hurt or nothing will happen to me. It's simply not worth the risk. The critical importance of medical care. Mistake number 4 is perhaps the most dangerous one on this list, ignoring warning signs and skipping prenatal appointments. Some women think that if they feel fine, they don't need to see a doctor regularly. Others get busy with work and life and postpone appointments. Some are scared of doctors or worried about costs. But here's the truth that every pregnant woman needs to understand. Regular prenatal care is not optional, and many serious pregnancy complications have no symptoms until it's too late. Why prenatal care saves lives? Prenatal appointments exist for a critical reason: to monitor both your health and your baby's development, and to catch potential problems early when they're most treatable. Your doctor or midwife is checking things at each visit that you simply cannot check at home. They're measuring your blood pressure, testing your urine for protein and glucose, measuring your baby's growth, listening to your baby's heartbeat, and watching for early signs of complications. Many life-threatening pregnancy complications develop silently. Preeclampsia, a dangerous condition characterized by high blood pressure and organ damage, often has no symptoms in its early stages. By the time you feel sick, it may have progressed to a dangerous level. Gestational diabetes typically has no symptoms, but untreated, it can lead to complications for both you and your baby. Growth restrictions, placental problems, and certain fetal abnormalities can only be detected through medical monitoring. Statistics prove the importance of prenatal care. Women who receive adequate prenatal care have better pregnancy outcomes, healthier babies, fewer complications, and lower rates of maternal and infant mortality. Babies born to mothers who receive no prenatal care are 3 times more likely to have low birth weight and 5 times more likely to die than babies whose mothers receive prenatal care. The recommended prenatal schedule. So what does adequate prenatal care look like? For a healthy, normal pregnancy, you should typically see your healthcare provider monthly during the first and second trimesters, then every 2 weeks during the third trimester, and weekly in the last month before your due date. High-risk pregnancies may require more frequent visits. Your first prenatal visit is especially important and should happen as soon as you know you're pregnant, ideally before 8 weeks. This visit includes a thorough medical history, physical examination, blood tests, urine tests, and often an early ultrasound to confirm the pregnancy and due date. Your provider will discuss your medications, lifestyle factors, and any risk factors that need special attention. Subsequent visits include weight and blood pressure checks, urine tests, fetal heartbeat monitoring, and measurements of your fundal height, the distance from your pubic bone to the top of your uterus, which indicates baby's growth. You'll also have several ultrasounds throughout pregnancy to check your baby's development, growth, and position. Important screening tests happen at specific points in pregnancy. Between 11 to 14 weeks, you may have first trimester screening for chromosomal abnormalities. Between 15 to 20 weeks, you may have quad screening or other blood tests. Between 18 to 22 weeks, you'll have an anatomy scan ultrasound that checks your baby's organs and development in detail. Between 24 to 28 weeks, you'll be screened for gestational diabetes. Between 35 to 37 weeks, you'll be tested for group B strep bacteria. Warning signs you should never ignore. Between appointments, you need to be vigilant about warning signs that require immediate medical attention. Don't wait for your next scheduled appointment if you experience any of these symptoms. Vaginal bleeding or spotting, especially if it's heavy or accompanied by cramping. While light spotting can be normal in early pregnancy, it can also signal miscarriage, ectopic pregnancy, or placental problems. Severe abdominal pain or cramping that doesn't go away. This could indicate ectopic pregnancy, miscarriage, placental abruption, or other serious complications. Sudden severe headache, especially if accompanied by vision changes, upper abdominal pain, or swelling. These are signs of preeclampsia, which can be life-threatening if untreated. Sudden swelling of your face, hands, or feet. Some swelling is normal in pregnancy, but sudden or severe swelling can indicate preeclampsia. Vision changes including blurriness, seeing spots, or temporary loss of vision. This can be a sign of preeclampsia or other serious conditions. Fever over 101 degrees Fahrenheit, 38.3 degrees Celsius, which could indicate an infection that needs immediate treatment. Severe, persistent vomiting that prevents you from keeping down any food or fluids. This could be hyperemesis gravidarum, which requires medical treatment to prevent dehydration. Decreased fetal movement after 28 weeks. If your baby isn't moving as much as usual, call your doctor immediately. Do kick counts daily in your third trimester and know what's normal for your baby. Leaking fluid from your vagina, which could be amniotic fluid and might mean your water is broken prematurely. painful urination, which could indicate a urinary tract infection that needs treatment to prevent kidney infection and preterm labor. Severe itching all over your body, especially on your hands and feet, which could indicate cholestasis of pregnancy, a liver condition that can be dangerous for the baby. Regular contractions before 37 weeks, which could be preterm labor. Why women skip appointments. Understanding the reasons women skip. Prenatal appointments can help us address them. Cost is a major barrier for many women, but programs exist to help. Medicaid covers prenatal care for low-income pregnant women in the United States. Community health centers offer sliding scale fees based on income. Don't let cost prevent you from seeking care. Ask about payment options and assistance programs. Time and transportation can be challenges, especially for working women or those without reliable transportation. Talk to your employer about prenatal appointments. They're often protected by law. Ask your doctor if telehealth visits are an option for some appointments. Reach out to family, friends, or community organizations for transportation help. Fear and anxiety keep some women away. If you're scared of doctors, needles, or bad news, talk to your provider about your fears. They can work with you to make appointments more comfortable. Remember, avoiding problems doesn't make them go away. It just makes them harder to treat when they finally can't be ignored. Some women from certain cultural backgrounds may distrust the medical system or prefer traditional practices. While cultural preferences should be respected, they shouldn't replace evidence-based medical care. Look for providers who are culturally sensitive and willing to work with you to blend modern medicine with your cultural practices when safe, making prenatal care a priority. Your prenatal appointments are some of the most important events during your pregnancy. Schedule them in advance and treat them as non-negotiable. Put them in your calendar, set reminders, and plan your work and personal schedule around them, not the other way around. Prepare for each appointment by writing down questions or concerns you want to discuss. Keep a symptom journal between visits. Bring your partner or a support person, if possible. They can help remember information and provide emotional support. Be honest with your healthcare provider about everything: your lifestyle, symptoms, concerns, and any substances you're using. They cannot help you if they don't have complete information, and they're not there to judge you. If you're not comfortable with your current provider, don't be afraid to switch. You need someone you trust and feel comfortable communicating with. The bottom line: prenatal care is not just a series of routine checkups. It's a comprehensive monitoring system designed to keep you and your baby safe throughout pregnancy. Skipping appointments or ignoring warning signs is gambling with two lives. Don't make this mistake. Show up for every appointment, speak up about any concerns, and get immediate help if you experience warning signs. Your baby is depending on you to be their advocate and protector. Regular prenatal care is one of the most loving things you can do for your unborn child. Make it a priority, no matter what obstacles you face. The few hours you spend at prenatal appointments could literally save your life and your baby's life. Conclusion and call to action, 200 words. So there you have it, the 5 critical mistakes that pregnant women make, and now you know exactly how to avoid them. Let's quickly recap. Mistake number 1, ignoring prenatal vitamins or taking them incorrectly. Start them early, take them daily, and choose a quality prenatal formulation. Mistake number 2, not staying hydrated enough. Drink 8 to 12 glasses of water daily and watch for signs of dehydration. Mistake number 3, consuming harmful foods and substances. Avoid alcohol, raw foods, high mercury fish, and other dangerous items. Mistake number 4, ignoring warning signs and skipping prenatal appointments. Attend every scheduled visit and seek immediate help for concerning symptoms. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more pregnancy health tips and information. Share this video with any pregnant women or couples in your life who could benefit from this information. You might literally save a life. Drop a comment below telling me which of these mistakes surprised you the most, or share your own pregnancy experiences. I read every comment and love hearing from you. Remember, pregnancy is a journey, and you're doing an amazing job. By educating yourself and making informed choices, you're already being the best parent you can be. Your baby is so lucky to have you. Stay healthy, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.